Assalamu alaikum. My name is Usman, and today we are going to do this high availability for Fortinet firewalls. We have two firewall here. One is active, one is passive. So active has some configurations already, and it is communicating with this one. So our scenario is like that: if this active will fail, the passive will take over as a this one. So it will provide us high availability for our firewalls. So what we have do for the high availability, our interface on both firewall should be same. Like this port 1 is used as a management port, and port 2 used as a inter VLAN routing, and port 3 same we have there in passive firewalls, port 1, port 2 and port 3. So I will show you what is the configuration I have done. I have done the inter VLAN routing in that one, VLAN 10, 20, 30 and 40. So I have configured only inter VLAN routing in active firewalls. This passive firewall do not have any settings or configuration right now. So what is we are doing when we create HA, whole the configuration, same IP address, same everything will be copied on this passive firewalls. So it will transfer through this port 3, which is HA interface. So if this copy this one firewall, so all these port 2 settings will be implemented here. So our inter VLAN routing will work with this one if this our primary firewall will fail, active firewall will fail. So I have, this is a simple configuration. I have connected this one as a management firewall, and this is a management port for this one for accessing on my web browser, and this is my HA interface, port 3, and port 2 is my internal interface. So I will show you the configuration. First we go in this our active firewall, this one. I will show the configuration here, what I have done there. If you want to learn this inter VLAN routing, you can drag my previous video where I have implemented this inter VLAN routing. So this is the configuration I have done there. Port 3 is as a high availability, and port 2 is as a we have configured these sub interfaces in that one. So this sub interfaces has different VLANs there. So we have configured that one, and then we have configured this zone. This zone is allows us to communicate between the VLANs. So this is the configuration I have done there. So if I go to my passive firewall, in passive firewall I do not have any configuration there. I just configure my management interface, and this one my inter VLAN routing is not configured there. Port 2 is free right now. So this is our HA interface and this one. So you see we do not have a configuration. When we do this HA, the configuration from the active firewall will be copied in this firewall. Okay. So what other configuration I have? I have this switch there, which is my switch, and I have configured this already. If I show you, this is a normal Cisco switch. So show VLANs. If I show VLANs there is we have our VLANs, VLAN 10, 20, 30 and 40. So we have assigned that interfaces according to them, and then I have configured show interface trunk. Command is for showing the trunk interface. So it will show our trunk interface that we have these two interfaces there. So .iq is encapsulation, and we allow these VLANs to communicate with each other. So this one interface is encapsulated. They are taking all the VLANs information and encapsulate in .iq and transfer through these ports. Okay boss. and then we will now check the configuration that our ping is okay. So we have this HR PC. We will try to ping our this production PC 40.3. so we are able to ping from the HR, because if we show here, we will see there this is the configuration and we can ping that one. So our inter VLAN routing is established. So what we will do now, we will go for HA and configure it. So for HA, always remember one more thing. Suppose this is a active firewall. When it is down, this passive interface will become as a active interface. So all the traffic goes through this interface then, and after 10 minutes hour, this active firewall, previously active firewall, come back again, and this one remain active and this will become passive. So for changing this one, we have one command which is we have here, which is this one, set override enable. Set override enable. This is a command we are using normally to on our active firewall, and it will remain disabled in this our passive firewall. So what happen when this will come back, it will suddenly reflect this change this active and passive modes. So it will return back to active and this will become as a passive. So now we will start our configuration. We will go there, and there is a system there, and we will go in HA. Here we will select active passive interface. Okay. Now in active passive interface, we will define a group name there. Suppose we define HA1, and we will change this password is equal to 123456. We can put at anyone. This monitoring interface will be our this port 2. So we will give this port 2 here, and heartbeat interface is HA. This is our heartbeat interface which will detect if there is a disconnection there. So we will click OK. So this is our one side, this is our this active firewall. So what we will go in console, and we will write this command that will again become this firewall after returning back to its condition. It will become again active, it will not remain passive. So what we will do the config system HA, and we will do set override enable, or we can do the show here. If we see the show, this set override is disabled here. So what we will do this one as a set override enable, and end command is necessary because it is like a save a setting there. So we will end this one, and now we can show this config system HA, and then we will show here. So see, we have now override is enabled. So this is only implemented in our active firewall, which is currently active. We will not implement this thing in passive firewall. Otherwise, if we implement this one, then all our passive firewall setting will be implemented on our active firewall. So this will be not a good thing. So now I have implemented here. Now I will go to 202. Login. I will go to the systems. I will go to the HA, and here we will do active passive again. Same setting we have go there, HA1. The group name should be same, all the letters should be same, nothing will be different, otherwise HA will not establish. 1 2 3 4 5 6 password same. I will give port 2 here, and also this HA interface here. Okay, close. Now this setting is implemented, so it will take time because I have this one 202. My management interface also changed in that one, because you know this management interface is 202, so it will disconnect after some time. So we are visible to only active firewall, so all the settings of the active firewall will be gone to the passive firewall. You see there is no ping is coming, maybe some ping is coming till the implementation of this sync is completed. So we have to wait for this time, and then we will check after it will restore. You see this second firewall is still doing this one, still syncing. It will take time, so we have to wait for that one. You know, he is transferring this configuration there. Session is established. See, this percentage is increasing. First is 4, now 5. Now again it will take time. So we will check the ping. Are we able to ping? No, we are not able to ping this 202. So his setting is changed. So now he is implementing other settings there. So when this sync is green and this is green, then we will restart our passive firewall one time to complete this scenario. Now we got both our sinks, our passive firewalls, and these two are now greens. They are totally synced there. So let's we check this passive firewall here. Passive firewall we cannot check because actually both have same IPs now. So both have same settings. So we are not able to ping this 202 anymore. So what we will do, we will physically restart our secondary firewalls, or one time we restart our all firewalls. This one I restart because it has new configuration, so we will stop this one and we will turn it on to implement all HA perfectly. So we stop this one. Now we will start it again. Wait, it will come up. So our firewall is on now. So this is now up. We have both 1990 sections here, and this our firewall is up. Both have same priority. Now what we will do, we will test our configuration. We will stop our this one, and first we will implement a continuous ping from HR to this one, same. Sorry, ping 192.168.40.3 minus T. So we will continuously ping this one. So what we will do, we will stop our firewall, this Fortinet. So we will check whether this passive interface will get the configuration or not. Before I will show you that. Okay, so we will try now this one. We will stop there and I will check this configuration is implemented or not. So in the same way we will have this ping here. So I stop there. Now we will check the ping. It will take 2 request timeout, then it will again connect it. So our this firewall is working now. So our this firewall is taking this one care of all this configuration, and if our primary firewall down, the passive will take over. So our this one is okay. Now we have to check that if this will come back, this will become again active or passive. So we have already implemented set override command, so we need to test this one also. So this ping is okay now. So what we will do, we will check the firewall. What is the firewall right now? We are in. So if you see, we have this passive firewall only. We do not have active firewall right now. So our function is going on there. And if we check there, these interfaces, they have same settings like we have there in our active firewalls. So all the settings are the same. So now we will go and make it active and check what is the active and passive. So now we are in passive firewall. So if we go to system HA, we will see there is only passive firewall. So now we turn it on, this one, start. Now it's starting, so we will have to wait for this one to implement. You know, this he has a primary role right now, so it should be secondary roles for this one. So you can see this serial number XE6, it should be secondary. So we will wait for that one till it will come back. We have to wait for that one. It will take some time. So we will check there. You see, we have now active firewall as a active now. So if you see, this has a primary role now. Active firewall has a primary role, and this has a passive role, has a secondary firewall. So our HA override is working fine. So our lab is completed now. So thank you for your time.